You don't understand how long I've been waiting for this. John Cena finally turned heel after 20 plus years of being a babyface in WWE. And they set it up so beautifully. You had The Rock coming out there, even though he didn't need Travis Scott. Cody Rhodes out there. Cena just won the Elimination Chamber by taking advantage of a down CM Punk after Seth Rollins stomped on him real quick, yelling at him to die while CM Punk's getting choked out by Cena. As Cena says, I'm sorry. Awesome. A lot of people had John Cena win the Elimination Chamber. If not him, Drew McIntyre. But he got screwed over for yet the thousandth time, being the first eliminated by Damian Priest. You know that's going to set up a WrestleMania match between those two. But when Cody had to make that decision, would he sell out or would he stick to his morals and all that stuff? Cody told The Rock to go fuck himself. They didn't censor it. It was awesome. I was like, holy shit, they really did that right there. And then after John Cena was the hype man, hyping up the crowd and all that, you see John Cena's face, and The Rock does the motion, and from there, Cena went full peacemaker on his ass. I'm talking about punching him with a Rolex, hit him in the face with the title belt, even had Travis Scott in there for a second. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. That was obvious as day, out there burning quote unquote sage in the ring. All right. But The Rock made Cody pay. He got the Cody Soul belt, beat him a couple times. He even went so far to take some of Cody's blood and wipe it on the belt as the pay-per-view went off. But it has been so long because I got tired of the babyface Super Cena stuff. That was so boring. I know it's for the kids, but those kids are adults now, and they get to see John Cena be a heel. Some of them they crying and they sleep over it, but they'll be all right. This is good for WrestleMania. It gives you a match where it's not two faces against each other with the Cody Rhodes title storyline and all that stuff. It gives you a massive heel now in John Cena. So this roller coaster ride The Rock was taking people on, it's paying off. It's paying off so far. But let's react to this video. Before we do that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Let's get it.
I thought Cody Rhodes dropping an F-bomb was the craziest thing that would happen this night, and then this happened. They actually did it. John Cena turned heel and he betrayed
The menace, Peacemaker himself. I saw a meme, they said Peacemaker and Black Adam jump Homelander.
Cody Rhodes and sold his soul to The Rock, and I don't think a single person saw this coming. For years, Cena...
That is a wild picture right there. You see the blood covering the eye and everything. That is a crazy photo.
Turning heel felt impossible, especially in what was supposed to be his farewell run. This was supposed to be the year of heartfelt goodbyes, one final thank you tour, but instead, he said, screw that, I'm taking over, and honestly, I absolutely love it. John Cena's retirement tour
Cena said, fuck them kids.
was not looking great up until now. This changes everything. So today we're going to break down the real reasons why John Cena finally turned heel at WWE Elimination Chamber and aligned himself with The Rock after selling his soul. WrestleMania 41 was in desperate need of a shakeup. While the show already had massive star power with Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and John Cena, the overall buzz wasn't there that it needed to be at. Fans were frustrated.
Yeah, a lot of people are complaining about that.
With how WWE was booking WrestleMania, especially after The Rock returned and confused everyone with this promo on SmackDown with Cody Rhodes. The backlash was real, and WWE had to find a way to reignite excitement for the biggest show of the year, and that's where you enter John Cena's shocking heel turn. Cena's betrayal of Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber instantly flipped the script. No one saw it coming, and just like that, the road to WrestleMania took an unpredictable turn.
It's funny because if you remember, John Cena and The Rock had a little run-in at WrestleMania 40 last year. You know, in that Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match when it was The Undertaker, The Rock, Cena, all of them came out. It is interesting to see that happen.
Instead of a boring and predictable feud between Cody Rhodes and John Cena, the WWE introduced a new storyline. John Cena, the ultimate babyface, has aligned himself with The Rock. This just wasn't another legend coming back for a farewell match. This was a full-blown character shift that changed the entire landscape of the WWE.
People compare this to Hulk Hogan turning heel late in his career.
Now, WrestleMania 41 isn't just about Cody versus Cena for fun. No, it's about Cena's shock and betrayal, his new motivations, and the chaos that it's all going to cause.
Nah,
The
that's
WWE
wild,
pulled
bro.
off a
That is a. I'm glad it actually didn't freeze on that. That is a wild. Pissing on somebody's grave is crazy.
move that got the entire wrestling world talking overnight. Love it or hate it, one thing is undeniable. WrestleMania 41 now feels bigger, more unpredictable, and absolutely must see. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Absolutely. Now you got Jey Uso and Gunther, Cena and Rhodes, Rollins, CM Punk, probably Roman Reigns in a triple threat. Jade Cargill with Naomi. I don't know what Bianca's gonna be in that mixer. She probably gonna be in the title match, against Rhea Ripley. Priest, Drew McIntyre. I assume Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Yeah, that's crazy. Randy Orton came back and it still got overshadowed by something else. I want to say that happened before where Orton came back and somebody else outshined him returning.
John Cena's heel turn works perfectly because for the first time in nearly 2 decades, the WWE does not need him to be the face of the company. In
Exactly.
the past, Cena could not turn heel no matter how much fans wanted it. The WWE relied on him to sell tickets, merchandise, and pay-per-views. He was their biggest star, their biggest draw, and the man carrying the company on his back. Turning him heel would have been a massive financial risk because there was no clear replacement.
They would have been fine if he had turned heel, to be honest with you. They could have done something else to bring in the kid fan base during that time that they didn't want to turn him heel.
But in 2024, things are completely different because the WWE has Cody Rhodes. For the last 2 years, Cody has been the heart and soul of WWE. He's the guy selling out arenas, moving merch, and keeping the fans engaged week after week. Unlike in the past, when WWE struggled to build stars on Cena's level, Cody has completely filled that void. The WWE no longer needs John Cena to
They ain't needed him for a minute, let's be real.
the ultimate good guy anymore because they already have one. And that is why this heel turn works so well. John Cena is not carrying the WWE anymore. He's not the full-time face of the brand, and that gives him the creative freedom to finally embrace something different. Plus, this is his farewell run. He's not sticking around to rebuild his reputation as a good guy or to sell more never give up t-shirts. He's here for one last ride, and that means he can do anything he wants, including betraying Cody Rhodes and siding with The Rock.
And getting 17th title.
There are no long-term consequences, no risk of hurting WWE's business because at the end of the day, he's on his way out. And ironically, that's what makes this moment so special. After years of being unable to turn heel, John Cena said F it and finally did it because WWE no longer needs him to be their superhero. And from a storyline perspective, The Rock choosing John Cena as his backup option makes perfect sense. Cena isn't the unstoppable force he once was. He's honestly been washed for the last 7 years. Every time he stepped into a WWE ring recently, he's lost. Whether it was to Roman Reigns, Austin Theory, or even Solo Sikoa,
Damn, Austin Theory, that's crazy. That man be on main event now.
Cena has been a shadow of his former self. The once invincible franchise player had become just another guy who shows up, puts over the young talent, and then leaves. And that's not the John Cena that we all remember. And clearly, that's not the Cena that he wants to be remembered as either. So when The Rock came calling, offering Cena a path back to the top, it was an easy decision. Cena did not just betray Cody Rhodes, but he saved himself and
That is very Rock-esque anyway. Like John Cena and The Rock are pretty much one and the same. If you think about it, they both made a name for pro wrestling and they both transitioned into Hollywood and end up in big franchise films.
kayfabe, this wasn't just about aligning with The Rock for the sake of it. This was about John Cena reclaiming his status as one of the all-time greats, if not the GOATs. He spent years putting over others, but at some point, the greatest of all time doesn't just fade away. He
He ain't the
fights to
GOAT.
get back to where he belongs. And that is why this makes more sense for John Cena than it ever did for Cody Rhodes. Cody is already at the top of the mountain. He's the face of the WWE. He's the reigning, defending, undisputed champion, and the guy that fans have rallied behind. He never
He stay getting his ass beat in them segments though. Cody Rhodes, he'll show up, talk to the Raw GM general manager in the segment. He might come out, cut a promo, then he gets jumped and beat the shit out of. It's I swear it's like every other episode, every episode of SmackDown for the past couple months, it's the same shit.
never needed The Rock's help to get to where he is
Now
right
he
now.
really finna get
But
jumped.
Cena, He's desperate to stop losing, desperate to prove that he's still the best, and desperate to remind the world who the hell he is. And if that meant selling his soul to The Rock, then so be it. Like I said, this wasn't just about John Cena turning heel, this is about rebuilding him for one last championship run. If WWE wants Cena to win the championship before he retires, they need to make him look credible again, and what better way to do so than by aligning him with The Rock.
The
For
final
years, Cena
boss.
has been a legend, but let's be honest, he hasn't been a true threat. If the WWE just threw him into a title match tomorrow, no one would buy it. But now, this heel turn changes everything. By working alongside The Rock, John Cena gains instant legitimacy again. The two biggest stars of their generations joining forces is an unstoppable force, and suddenly Cena feels dangerous again.
Yeah, that is very true.
He's not just the guy who comes back to lose, he's a top player once again. But what's the bigger picture? This is honestly setting up for one of the most cinematic feuds in WWE history. The WWE is clearly positioning Cody Rhodes and Roman as the two men who will have to put aside their differences and work together to take down The Rock and John Cena. Let that sink in.
Maybe somewhere down the line. I'd much rather see a Cena CM Punk feud after this Cody Rhodes one is over with.
The biggest babyface of today and his greatest rival teaming up against the two most dominant WWE icons in the last 20 years. That is not just a match, it's a blockbuster story. This is bigger than just WrestleMania 41. The WWE is clearly crafting something special here, a story about legacy, redemption, betrayal, and power. Cena's heel turn isn't just the beginning, this is leading to one of the most unforgettable storylines the WWE has ever told.
Yeah, it's a good way to piggyback off of Cody Rhodes finishing his story last year. This year, Cena can finish his story, quote unquote, for the 17th title, like I mentioned
Also,
before.
imagine if this happens. John Cena's supposed to be on his farewell tour, right? One last run, a few thank you matches, and then he rides off into the sunset. But what if he says, screw that, I'm not leaving? What if this heel turn isn't just about one last story, but about John Cena refusing to step aside? For years, the WWE moved on without him. Roman took his spot, then Cody became the new hero, and Cena became the guy who just comes back to put over others. But what if he's sick of that? What if teaming with The Rock isn't just about getting back to the top, but it's about staying there? What if he takes the championship and declares that this is still his company? Imagine the promos, imagine the chaos.
Those promos finna be lit. Heel Cena, we already know Cena top 10 in giving promos all time. So to see him as a heel, especially if he come out on Monday Night Raw, I assume Monday Night Raw, that's gonna be a must-see promo. That very first one.
Cena looking at Cody and Roman dead in the eye and saying, you thought I was here to say goodbye? I'm here to take everything. No more farewell tour, no more nostalgia act, just a power-hungry Cena who refuses to step aside for the next generation.
I don't know if Cena's gonna stick around and not move out the way. I highly doubt that. He got too many movies coming up to be doing all that. But this is a great storyline for what it's worth. I'm looking forward to this storyline. I'm looking forward to the Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi storyline. They giving you some stuff to look forward to. I do want to see that first interaction with CM Punk and John Cena after Elimination Chamber. I will say that. That's gonna be something to see. But until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you for watching. We are